All right, we're going to do a quick little guide on the basics of the Artian weapons. So you will unlock it as you progress in the story. So like you'll hit the high rank, and then you'll hit investigations, and then after investigations you'll get into tempered, and then you'll get into Artian weapons. So you need 3 pieces. It'll depend on what you're making. I'm on a longsword, so it's a blade and 2 tubes, but my gun lance is like a tube and disc. It's various different parts, and you need 3 of the same rarity. So if you're going rarity 7, you need 3 rarity 7 parts, and I'll get into how to get more parts in a minute. The other thing you got to watch out for is attack and infinity infusion. You'll have different Artian bonuses depending on your weapons, like longsword affinity, that's for crit. And then the other thing you want to watch for is the elements. If you want to get the element onto your weapon, you need at least 2 of the, like for instance, I have 2 paralysis. Now my weapon has paralysis. Granted, it's pretty weak, but it's there. And if you have a third, so if it's like paralysis, paralysis, and paralysis, then you actually will stack it a little bit more. And of course, with no element, you just get more raw damage. After you craft it, if you plan on using it, make sure you go to the reinforce so that you can upgrade it. It'll depend on the rarity, so each rarity you go up, the more of this stuff you have to use. So yeah, but you get stronger and stronger weapons, so that's the cost of it. And if you need more shards to upgrade your weapons, keep progressing in the story, and eventually the story and side quests in Oil Well Basin. Eventually this Rogul dude who's in front of the forge, he will actually be able to make them for you. They are not cheap, but the cost is basically you got to grind monsters, right? You get more materials, you can then trade them for your ores. So it's not really a big deal. It's a lot easier to do this than it is to just wait for him to refresh and give you more. As for where you get parts, it's actually pretty simple. Tempered monsters will drop parts. Now, depending on the difficulty of the battle, for instance, a tempered Rathlos right here with a strength of 4, you're probably going to end up getting rank 7 materials as opposed to like the starter enemies where you'll get like rank 6. So 2 things to look out for are the rewards and the hunter rank requirement. Oh, and also it's worth saving it as an investigation if it's a high rank one, just in case you want to farm it, or, you know, worst case scenario, you die and you just lose it. So if you're like getting rank 6 parts and you want rank 7 parts, the best bet is to raise your hunter level, which will then make the monsters a little bit stronger, do story quests, and you will then start getting rank 7 pieces, which is where I am at right now. And I know it seems weird because like the pieces actually say rarity 6, but when you identify them, they are tier 7. So basically if it's a higher ranked hunt, so like that was a rank 31 hunt, you got the tier 7, but if it's a rank 21 hunt, you'd only get rank 6. It goes in increments of 10. So higher hunter rank means you will get better parts. So as usual, the answer is raise your hunter rank if you want to get better parts and then take on the harder hunts. Anyways, that is the basics of the Artian weapons. I hope that you get good draws and good elements and all that business with your affinities and whatnot. If you liked what you saw, got what you needed, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, Gators.